and I want to have the flash turn on so I can see better. I now swap the phones. I take this phone out that is not fully charged to recharge it, and I slip into it another phone. Now, to make sure that it doesn't fall out, I'm going to strap it with a couple of elastic bands. One band on the right-hand side, tie it up, and a second band on the left side so that my phone is wedged in between these two. Now I want to add to that the pendant camera. So with the pendant camera, I can strap it to my sweatband. But first of all, I have to establish it inside the clamp, and I have to turn it on. Right now, it is fully charged but off. So I'm going to press the button here to turn it on first. I have to depress it and keep it depressed and hope that it will turn on. Okay, now it comes up ready to continue. And now that it is ready to continue, I have to tap it again on the upper right button to start recording. So now it will appear red blinking light saying 3 seconds, 4 seconds, and so on. At this point, I'm going to slide it into the clamp. So I'm holding it at the top, turn it sideways, and slide it into the clamp. And now I can see the light blinking. I know that it is working, and I want to clamp it to my forehead to record forward. So for that purpose, I want to also switch my sweatband a little so my camera doesn't cover the message. So I'm going to switch the message so the message appears on my left-hand side or right-hand side. Actually, I want it to appear on my right-hand side. So I'm going to swap it to the other direction so the message appears on my right-hand side. And now that the message appears on the center, a bit on the center and a bit on the right-hand side, like so, I can mount the 360 camera, try to mount it over this sweatband and see if it can hold. Drop it a bit lower, open it up, and now I mounted it on my forehead, but it's off center, so I want to move it around more to my right hand side. I'm a little bit confused of what is right and what is left here. And also this is pointing too much to the ceiling and not low enough. So this is not going to work well enough. Another possibility is to put it upside down or to mount it in another way. So I'm taking it out. Since it doesn't seem to be working out, I'm going to slip it out of the clamp and put it on the magnet. I'm going to attach it to my magnet, remove everything else from the magnet, attach it to my magnet, and now try to use this contraption to place it on my forehead. Trouble with this is that it may not be as stable, but we'll start by trying it and using the string that comes with it in this fashion. Place it on my forehead and see if I can tighten up the string to where it is held tight on my forehead. Now that it is on my forehead, I can try to adjust it and lower it or raise it. I'm not sure what position would be good enough. I want to drop it down so it's not so high up. And then reinforce it with these carabiners. So I'm going to run these carabiners and lock the carabiners behind my head. So now it is sitting right above my nose. And I can watch it if it falls off or some other thing happens. Whatever happens, and that makes it also easier to slide it around as I see fit. I can see that these carabiners don't want to stay in the back. They want to move around, which is a problem. Oh, I have to cross, that's the problem. I have to cross them to make it work. I have to cross them. These two carabiners have to be crossed like so. Going across. And across the top, not the bottom. Which confuses me so that I don't know my left from my right, and so on. I want to have the camera vertically down like so. And strap it around. And lock it up behind my head. While it points forward and down. Make it a little larger here so I can see what I'm doing. So I want it to be lower down, but not so low that it impairs my vision. I need to see what I'm doing. I want to tighten up the knobs on my lanyard. I have the camera upside down, so the lens are right in between my eyes, just as if I was wearing that Meta glasses, except that the camera is a little better. At this point, I want to elevate a little the camera on my chest and tighten up the ropes, the neck strings, just a tad, just to elevate the camera a little bit more. So now I'm ready to continue filming myself upside down with a pendant camera hanging on my forehead and on my nose, so to speak. Pushing a little bit my ears, making it not so comfortable, so I have to elevate a little bit my headband so it doesn't press against my ear so much. Now that I got the desired angle, I'm ready to continue. Let me see if I can drink a little while I'm getting ready to do some other activities. And now I want to stop this recording on the webcam. Start a new clip and document a few things. So I want to make it a little smaller. Then grab it and move it a little bit. Oops. The mouse is a bit out of control. I want to save the file with my notes of today's topic. Save it to the hard drive. Notice that my pendant camera is upside down. That enables me to keep the lens right in between my eyes for close to perfect point of view. So the most important part of this video is POV, point of view pendant camera, which I'm going to insert to the very beginning of the file. P, period, O, period, and V. V, period, POV, point of view, pendant cam. Point of view, pendant cam. So this is the single most important point. I have the camera upside down. And now I'm going to try to save the file. In order to achieve point of view, I have to turn the pendant camera upside down. So I go edit, copy the file name to the clipboard buffer, then file, save as, and paste the new file name with Ctrl-V over the old file name. Then click the save button. Having done that, I want to also edit as a comment. And I want to start a new clip on the 360, so I'm going to press the stop button at this point. and then press the start button again, and then go to the step recorder, recording now, paused, click the add comment, and paste the file name that I just created, Control V, and enter, and OK. And then I want to stop recording with the Pissar problem step recorder. So I'm going to click the stop record on the steps recorder dash recording pause dialog box. I want to resume recording. I don't know when I stopped it, and then stop recording and try to save it. Now save it. Take the previous file name and override part of it with the new file name. So at this point I can turn the 360 camera around so it focuses more on the screen. Mark the old portion of the file that I want to overwrite, and Control V to paste the new file. Then I want to delete the old path all the way to the word POV, point of view, press the delete button. And now I need to update the time, the date, and so on. So it is going to be version C as of June 22nd. I make it version C and insert the letter C after year 2026. The time now is 10:57. So the current time is 10:57, 10.57. And the time that I started was about 10:15 and it was AM. So I put in an A and delete the P, AM. So I started at about 10:15 AM. So it was 10.15 AM. And now I got the complete file name, and I want to include the prefix with the path to psar.exe. Control V, followed by a backslash. And now I'm satisfied with the file name. Copy it to the clipboard buffer and click Save. Now I want to click Review to see how many screenshots that was, and that was one screenshot. So I start a new recording and add a comment with the previous file name. I press the add comment and nothing happened yet, and I pressed it the second time. Then I paste the file name in there, Control V, and enter. Then I click OK. Then I go back to my notes. I start a new clip now. Go back to my notes, edit, paste, file, save again. So now I have two folders saved to two different subfolders. This sweatband here keeps falling off all the time. So I'm going to try to attach it again and hope that it stays on for a while. In the meantime, I can reinforce it with a rubber band and hope that that will stop it from coming off every second. We'll reinforce it with this rubber band and hope that that will keep the sweatband in position without changing and dropping every second. But I don't want to make it too tight so that it stops my blood. The important is to have the message on both my hands and also the sweatband on my forehead. Okay, at this point I'm ready to review again what is the purpose of this entire exercise. And the purpose of that is to demonstrate how to use this pendant camera as a replacement for the video glasses. So it sits right in between my eyes and works fine. Now, in this point, I want to move my headband a little bit more to the center. Let's see if I can do it while my camera is still there. I just want to lift it a little bit and slide it so the messaging on my sweatband is in the center, and rotate this camera more to the center. Now I got the camera out of whack a little and turned upside down. It's very confusing since I'm not sure what I'm doing. Cannot tell my right side from my left side and so on. Then I want to lower it. This is not good. I may have to suspend it and redo it all over again. So I take it off, point it again at myself. Have to redo. Place the magnet in between my eyes. To take it off again. Place the magnet struggle to tighten it up so the magnet which I don't know where exactly it is right now, will be above my nose, like this. The strap coming around, like this, over my sweatband. Place the ribbon in the center of the sweatband. Then cross the carabiners over and lock them up behind my back. I'm confused between my left and my right hand side because this is a reverse image. It's really confusing for me. I cannot figure out my left from my right. I need to take this strap and elevate it so it goes on top. Elevate it on one side and lower it on the other side. Try to find what is the... I'm right-handed, and that is very confusing exercise for me to lower this strap. So it goes to the back of my head. And in the middle, move this to the center of my face. I want it to be going down, not the way that it is up, but the opposite direction. Down, like so, in between my eyes. And then stick the camera, but upside down, like so. So I lower the camera enough so it sits in between my eyes the way that it is now. But that hides one of my eyes. I want it to be not in front of my eyes, so I keep my vision something like this. But it tries to turn around. And I want to get it steady in between my eyes. And that is not so easy to do. And those carabiners get in the way, so I may have to remove the carabiners for now. I wanted to use the carabiners to reinforce it, but it may create too much confusion. and it dangles too much and it is not stable. The question is, what can I do to stabilize it so it quits switching from side to side? Another possibility is try to clamp it to my lanyard in an upside down position. Let's see if that will work. So I want to slide it into the clamp, but then instead of putting it upside up, put it upside down and hope that that will keep it centered and will stop it from wiggling so much. And it will stay like this for a while, right between my eyes, without moving side to side. Just in between my eyes. And stay there. Okay, now I wanted to get it. I got it in the position that I like. So I keep it a little similar to video glasses. And now I'm ready to proceed. That seems to be the solution that works for now. Now let me get some water. I'll take some water. So this is all about how to use dependent camera in replacement of video glasses, like Meta glasses, so I don't have to spend that exorbitant amount of money, and also I get much better lens, and the recording will be 4K, which will be better than what the video glasses provide. At this point, I'm ready to wrap up everything here. We'll make it a little smaller. Now I'm ready to turn the camera around also, the 360 camera. And I want to wrap it up, so I want to stop the various recordings and test them, starting with the webcam. Stop the recording first, then play it back, and test the audio. Clip now. Go back to my notes. So this is working fine. Paste. X out of that. Then I can bring back the camera just to act as a mirror. Now I want to stop the MSN Recorder Max. Stop the recording on it. Don't upload it, but play it back. Play. Okay, I'm starting to record now. I'm starting to record. So far, I turned on. And that sounds perfectly good. Max. So now I want to stop Pixar. Stop Pixar. Save Pixar. Take the previous file name and upgrade the C to a D. So this will be version D instead of version C. D. And then delete C or backspace on C. And the current time is 11:16 a.m. So I'm going to back step on 10, make it 11.15. Now I want to grab the path to pixar.exe, copy to the clipboard buffer, Control V to paste it and backslash. And now I want to save it. Copy to the clipboard buffer first, then click the save button. Then review additional recordings. Scroll up to see that that was 21 steps. As I start a new recording, and I add the previous file name as a comment to the current recording. Right mouse click and paste, and then enter. Go to the very end. Will not expire, and then enter. Then click OK. Then go back to my notepad and edit and paste and file save. So now I'm ready to walk away to the current destination to continue. I'm going to turn off the lights here. I can minimize the camera or exit altogether. Now I'm ready to go to my recording to my bed, which is serving as a recording studio for now. Turn off all the lights. Grab the 360 camera. And the drink. Can you please shut down the television? The audio?
Yeah. And the reaction from the intelligence community, the surprise.
So this is what I wanted to demonstrate to you, so you'll understand what I'm doing a little bit better. What I'm doing now is I'm simulating a surveillance camera. How is that? Why is that looking like a surveillance camera? Tell me. The reason is because it is hanging upside down as if it was placed on a ceiling or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Like from the dome, like how they have those dome.
And then
Security.
connect it here.
It's not too low.
No, because I wanted to photograph. I told you to stop the audio, not to turn it off.
I didn't
Can you please turn it on?
I didn't understand.
Because you don't understand the difference. Just stop the audio. I wanted to have the images continuing. So when you rotate the image of the camera, you'll be able to see the television. Do you understand that?
Yeah. There'll be something there.
Can you go and get the fishing hat and wear the fishing hat, please?
Yeah.
And give me your phone. I need to use it for the recording now.
What do you need to use it for the recording?
Don't worry about it. Give it to me and you'll understand later on. I cannot spend hours explaining to you the same thing over and over again. I'll set it up already. Please just hand it to me and go take the Hawaiian shirt and your lanyard. Put the lanyard up and put the So I'm pressing the camera to start recording. Then I switch to video. Then I start recording, but I want to switch to the front camera so it films myself, like the selfie mode. And then start recording. Then I want to place it on the holder here so I can monitor it as I'm laying down. I can monitor it and see what it is recording at any one time. Jesus, help me. I want to turn on the lights. Can you please close? Jesus, help me. No brains. That's very tough. Now I want to adjust this to reverse it. Place it like this. Stop. Start a new clip. This time I want to place it like this in the jaws. to slide it down quite a bit and then reorient it. I'll slide it down, then reorient it so it captures more of my face instead of my legs and other things like that. So I need to raise it a bit and rotate it a bit. Go to the home again. Go to camera again. And aim it even further. This way. Elevate it a bit. Okay. At this point, I want to take this camera. This is way too far, I think. Way too high. Maybe I can place it here somewhere, giving it a better reach.
Do you want the headlights? Overhead lights?
Yes, please leave him alone, please. Thank you. So fucking hot. Okay, so now I want to change it, the orientation.